Good morning, Division 2. Happy Monday. Today is April 27th. I'm going to go through our Monday morning meeting together, talk about some of the activities that I'm giving you for this week. And then if you have any further questions about any of the stuff that I'm going through this morning, you can ask me in our class meeting at 1 o'clock today. So this morning I'm about a 7. I had a pretty good weekend. I went and did a drive-by pickup at a Japanese bakery on Saturday. So I have some treats to enjoy this week, which is really, really nice. I also ordered out takeout sushi on Saturday night. And that was really nice because it was really good. And it was really, really nice not to have to cook. So I'm feeling okay today. I'm feeling a little tired. I didn't sleep very well last night, but I think once I have my coffee after this, I will perk up a little bit. So this is what I'm sending out to your families this morning. It is our week of April 27th to May 1st. Our MS team schedule for this week. So our class meetings are on Monday and Friday. Please come to both or one, whatever one works for you. Monday today is at 1 o'clock and Fridays is at 10 o'clock. Also, I'm continuing the Tea with Ms. J on Wednesday as just sort of a drop in and hang out. Schedule for this week is posted here. So office hours today from 10 to 11 and then our class meeting at 1 o'clock. Office hours on Tuesday will be from 1 o'clock till 2 o'clock, and I'm free to video chat or to message if you have questions. Wednesday, Tea with Ms. J from 10 to 11, just a drop-in chat as usual. Thursday, we have office hours from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and Friday, we have our class meeting at 10 a.m. For this week's learning activities, please just make it work for you. You can pick a variety of different activities. You can do all of them, some of them, whatever works for you and your family right now. So I'm gonna go through them and explain them in a little bit more detail. And then, like I said, if you have questions, you can ask me at our class meeting this afternoon. So for literacy, continuing to read every day, please. You can continue to choose activities from our reading choice board that we've been doing this month. You can also just email me or message me on MS Teams and let me know what you've been reading. I'm always looking to add books to my very extensive to-read list and also our class library. Self-isolation journal number 4 that I'm sending out today. So your topic is just sort of a social emotional check-in. I also have a social emotional activity for us, which is a heart map. So the activity is posted on MS Teams. There's an instruction sheet and then some prompts. And then if you have a printer or you can just draw your own, there's a space to do the activity. So a heart map is basically a place where typically in Writer's Workshop we would do this. So it's how you can display information that's closest to your heart, so stuff that's really important to you. In creating your heart map, you can choose to display it creatively. So you can do it in words, you can do it in pictures, you can do a collage if you have magazines or newspapers at home that you want to use. For your personal response, your activity after you've done your heart map is to explain how this activity made you feel and how it helped to support your personal well-being and personal identity. So I have a few examples on the bottom of this sheet. The version that I'm sending you is in color. I just didn't feel like printing it out in color. But I have a couple different examples of ones that are done more artistically versus more words oriented. So it's up to you. This month we are focusing on the personal social core competency. Next week we'll be moving on to a different core competency, so some of the activities will be a little bit different in that column. For math, I've given you a breakdown of this week's activities. So I am changing how we're doing math virtually because I know that some of us are looking for something more familiar and similar to the math that we do in class. So I've actually uploaded a video yesterday on the YouTube channel and I've linked it in 2 different places in our teams. It's linked in the Math with Ms. J channel as well as the weekly choice board menu channel. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I've uploaded there and all of it I use in the lesson video. So we're starting our new unit, which is on algebra. So we're just starting with a bit of a soft start to figure out, okay, what are some key terms about this unit? What do we need to know moving forward? We're gonna do a little bit of a review before moving on to the grade 7 concept because you did some of this in grade 6. So I'm just making sure that we all have a level playing field before we move on to the grade 7 concept. You will find a vocabulary note sheet, some activities that we do together in the video, then some practice that we do together in the video, And then I have 2 more math activities for you. This is just some basic rote practice. So we are working on algebraic expressions, equations, and terms. So basically it's just identifying the parts of an algebraic expression right now, just so that we get really familiar with these concepts and terms before we start doing some evaluations. I've also got some task cards for you in there. So they are mostly word problems, and then you are taking this and writing an algebraic expression. So don't attempt this until you've watched the lesson video, because it'll make a lot more sense after you've watched it. I've also included a clue word sheet that I found online because it's really important right now for this particular part of the unit that you are really familiar with the different ways that we can say things in math. So instead of just saying, I multiplied this by 5, you can say, you know, the product of, or double, triple, half. Like there's different terms that you need to be familiar with during this unit. So that's all there for you as well. I've also updated Prodigy so that it is this topic and not the area and circumference anymore. However, if you would still like to continue to work on the area and circumference activities, feel free. If you're not quite at the proficient level, feel free to continue to work on that. Once you've completed the activities that are uploaded here, you can message me for an answer key and you can mark. And then after our Friday morning meeting, I'm going to be posting a quiz check-in, just a 5-question short quiz, no stress, just to check in and see where everyone's at. Updated the backside of this for the extension activities. I've added a few more things for you to do. I've added a science and environment activity, so developing a plan to improve the cost effectiveness of energy in your home, school, or another building by adding renewable resources to it. I also have some math extension tasks. I've got 3 different ones that you can do this week. Now, the math extension tasks are really for after you've completed some of the activities listed on the front side of the math this week. So I've got an apply, create, and evaluate task for you. You can do 1, you can do 2, you can do all 3, or none. It's up to you. Basically, it's just a way of sharing your learning with me and applying your knowledge in a bit of a different way, which is what that extension piece usually is in our classroom. I have also linked to an Artists for Kids website. They've been posting really cool art projects over the last couple weeks. And if you're missing out on our art classes that we do together, this link would be a really great place for you to go and try out some of the art projects. And feel free to email me the photos of what you've been working on, because I would love to see it. Well, thank you for tuning in to Vision 2. I hope that you have a fantastic week. I am looking forward to seeing you live this afternoon in our class meeting. Please contact me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. If you want to just chat, I am here. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with this week's learning activities. See you later.